Hey, it's your guy Kelvin, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love. We hope you are enjoying the group panel discussions as well as the juice coming into you every morning to give you that inspiration before your day gets started. We love to hear from you. If you have some topic discussions, send them our way. All right, enjoy.
Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is April 25th, 2020, and today's topic is distractions. Friends, have you ever noticed that when you're trying to do something for God, or just trying to pray, or anything of that nature, that here come these distractions and stumbling blocks coming your way, right? Well, these can be in the form of our own thoughts and feelings. It can be outside influences, maybe even our day-to-day lives and tasks. These things try to come up in our minds and just come in our way of, I believe, doing God's will, right? Well, I think thing number one that can help us in situations like this is to remember that we know what God has told us to do. So there's going to be some things or some people that may not fully understand, what God is doing through you and with you. However, if we keep in mind, that, okay, God has given this to me, and even if others don't understand and trying to distract me with their, I like to call it unsolicited opinions. If they're trying to distract you with their unsolicited opinions, you gotta kind of like remember, what God told you to do. So an example of this could be in Luke 10:38 through 42. I'm just going to paraphrase, but you guys can take a look at it and read it in its entirety yourselves. But that's basically the story about Mary and Martha. And maybe you guys are familiar, maybe not. But basically, Jesus came into this village. Martha invited him into her home. And her sister Mary sat at Jesus' feet and was listening to him teach, while she was, Martha was kind of distracted and, trying to serve and do everything like that. I guess being a hostess with the mostess, how that goes. So at some point, she kind of goes to Jesus and it's like, hey, can you basically, correct my sister right now because, I need some help serving X, Y, and Z. And basically Jesus just pretty much showed her that in that moment how distracted she was. And that in that moment that, Mary had chosen what was good and was necessary, which was to be in God's presence, and listening to him teach. Like that was the important thing in that moment. I guess more so than the serving, So again, Martha may not have understood why Mary was sitting there and listening and everything like that. However, obviously Mary wasn't that distracted by her sister's ideas of what she should do. She sat there and was in the presence of God, So I don't know. That's just an example of that. Let's keep going. But basically, yeah, just to remind ourselves what is actually important. With that being said, really it's just God's will over everything. That's what it boils down to. In Romans 12:2, it says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." So again, thinking about, what is actually important, can help you, combat distractions that comes your way. I know it may be kind of difficult to think on this level, but I mean, at the end of the day, like I was saying the other day, it's like, really nothing really matters about about anything. That's why God's telling us in another verse. I wasn't prepared to tell you guys this one, but basically in the verses where he's like, don't worry about what you're going to eat. Don't worry about what you're going to wear. God has all that stuff under control. I know here in Philippians 1:18, I'm just going to paraphrase a bit, but it says, the important thing is that in every way, whether from false motives or true, Christ is preached. So at the end of the day, nothing else really matters. And I know it's hard for us to process that or really, understand that, especially when we got different things going on. We got bills to pay, we got families, we got, all these things going on in our lives and stuff. But, when we really, really understand that nothing else really matters but God, it's how much more you can combat those distractions that may come your way in those moments where you're trying to, do God's will. But hey, another thing that may be able to help with that is, I came across this article, and you can read the entire article at your own time and leisure. Maybe this can be a way for you all to go deeper or whatever with this topic. But it's in Charisma Magazine. It's on Charisma Magazine. I'm sure if you guys Google that, you'll be able to find it. The article was called 3 Spiritual Strategies to Repel Distractions When You Pray. But I think this may be a good way to repel distractions in general. So it's written by Kim Butts. So if you guys want to look that up and read it in its entirety, feel free. But I'm just going to read the 3 strategies. So strategy number 1 is to submit your mind to God. Strategy number 2 is to close yourself from distractions. And strategy number 3 is to write down distractions to deal with later. So friends, that should help you to, combat those distractions that may come your way or that will come your way. And, hopefully that helps you today, right? So let's get into the Bible verse of today, and that is Psalms 46:10. It says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth." Friends, I want you all to let that marinate. I hope that this encouraged you for today. Thank you so much for listening to The Juice here on God, Sex, and Love. And looking forward to seeing you all, I guess, on Monday. I've noticed that I haven't necessarily been doing The Juice on Sunday, so I guess I'll see you all on Monday, if the Lord's will. All right? Have a good one. Bye-bye.